Hi everybody. When I was pregnant, it brought a whole new meaning to the term beached whale. Like, I was enormous. People kept asking me if I was expecting twins, and rightly so. My baby weighed 4.9 kilos when he was born. Now, I'm not here to beat my own drum or to preach natural birth, no. But it was really, really intense and really, really hard work. But it was the most beautiful and transformational experience of my life, and it really changed the course of my life. So what was my secret? I wasn't scared. And I wasn't scared because I was prepared. Now, most people are petrified of birth. And who wouldn't be, with all the stories that we've heard as children and all the images that we see on TV and in the movies? So how did we go in fearless? We did a course that taught us the 3 ingredients to a beautiful birth: knowledge, inner strength, and outer support. And it all starts with the mind-body connection. Now, you guys all probably already know about how the mind affects the body. And if you come from an Eastern or yogic perspective, you'll also know that what we do to the body affects the mind. And that's just the beginning. When we've got fear, our adrenaline shoots through the roof. We get muscle tension and all the blood rushes from our center to our hands and our feet. Not much use there for birth. So when a labouring woman's primitive brain thinks there's danger, and that can be real or imagined, her body fills with tension, her uterus holds closed, but it keeps contracting, and that creates long, painful birth process. And that can often lead to what's called a cascade of medical intervention. And that can also, and most often, leads to a caesarean section, which is a fantastic rescue operation, but it has a lot of side effects, including how some women feel about themselves after the birth. And it also affects the babies. You know, when they come out vaginally, they get a big mouthful of vaginal bacteria. And it goes down into their gut and it seeds their microbiome. And we all know how important gut flora is for our health and our well-being. But Mother Nature comes to the rescue, and when we relax, she gives us a big dose of oxytocin, ecstatic hormone births, and endorphin, the most powerful painkiller that we have. It's the biggest endorphin rush you ever have in your whole life. So, how do you get and stay relaxed? Firstly, knowledge is power. And when you have a clear intellectual understanding of how the body is designed to work in harmony, you can begin to trust the birth process. And also, when you have knowledge, you can be confident to be involved with any decisions that need to be made on the day with your caregivers. And that gives mum a really big sense of satisfaction. And how a new mum feels is so important to the beginning of a new family. Second ingredient, inner strength. We all have a very deep well of inner strength. And just 2 hours of yoga a week is scientifically proven to shorten labour by 2 to 3 hours. That is a lot, especially when they're that big. What we expect is usually what unfolds in our life. So if we can use deep relaxation and visualization to rehearse the outcome that we want, we're much more likely to get it. And there we have ingredient number 3. Outer support usually means dads. And when dads step up to the plate with all the skills, massage, acupuncture, knowing the sequence of the birth process, helping mum, coaching her, she can just relax and completely surrender to the natural birth process. And that way, the birth experience can become one of the most bonding and enriching experiences a couple can have. You know, when a mother or when a woman has a really high level of expectation of her birth, her level of satisfaction is higher, no matter what the outcome. So if you shoot for the moon and aim for the biggest, most beautiful and exciting experience, you're sure to land among the stars. I'm living proof that you can trade your fear for faith, transform your tension to relaxation, and your pain into pleasure. Yes, pleasure. Some women have orgasms during birth. Did you know that? It's amazing. I didn't, but it does happen. So in short, when you're prepared with the right course, you can make your birth experience beautiful.